Mike, congratulations on the new deal.
Thank you.
How does it feel to be back? Or to not have left, let's say?
I think that's the right way to put it. Yeah, it feels great. Yeah, it was good. Good decision.
What led you to return to the Bombers?
I mean, there's obviously a whole pile of reasons, but we built something pretty damn special here, you know? So you'd like to continue that. You know, the season didn't work out the way we wanted, but, you know, I think there's still a lot of growth to be had, and a lot of legs left in it. So that family, all sorts of things, but I wanted to be here.
What is it about the organization? What is it about the city, perhaps, that appeals to you to continue?
Well, it's a great sporting city. The fans are unbelievable. You know, I've always said this, highly educated. They show up in droves. Obviously, we set an attendance record for our club, and all the sellouts, the support you get around the community is phenomenal. They're very respectful in that regard. And then, obviously, like I just said, with the club, we've managed to build something here that's, you know, it's a top 5 historic thing, sort of thing in the CFL. So you'd like to continue that, really.
Yeah. What were your interactions like with the Argos?
Yeah, very professional. Yeah, terrific, yeah.
Was it a meeting? Was it an interview? Was it an offer? How would you classify it?
Yeah, me looking at an opportunity. Yeah.
What's it like in that situation? Do you feel a responsibility to do that to yourself, your family? Is it just curiosity? Is it long-lasting friendships?
Oh, I think that's a whole pile of things. I mean, I've got a long history with pinball, and he's one of the most respected players ever in the CFL, not just as a player, but, you know, as a human being, what he does for not only the CFL, but for the community and for probably Canada at large, you know, or anybody he meets for that matter. So he's a pretty special human being. Yeah.
How tempting was that then?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. I don't know about tempting. Like, you know what I mean?
Intriguing.
I'm on an expiring contract. I've got a few opportunities to explore. I should explore them. Absolutely.
Yeah. Can you tell us whether he, you know, threw
I'm not going to
sink
get into
at
that.
you? Or
I'm not going to get into that.
Okay.
Yeah.
A chance for increased responsibilities, though? Or?
Yeah, I don't think we need to get into that. I chose to stay here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Increased responsibilities, any changes here, or no, same exact?
Probably the same
Job
exact thing,
description.
yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Can you just talk a bit more about the push and pull? You still got, you got Mom over there, right? Out east?
Pardon me?
You got Mom over out east,
Yeah,
right?
I just
Okay.
got off the phone with her.
Yeah. What's she thinking?
Giving me hell about something, so.
Did she want you closer to home? I mean,
No, she would never,
no?
never, you know, I mean, from the time I was very young, there were a lot of decisions that I was in charge of making, right? Like, that's just the way my mom and dad raised me, that here's the information, you've got to make a decision. Good conversation, always, but you're in charge of making your decisions, right? So she would never do that. She's a great mom like that.
At the same time, you know, I mean, I've been going through it too, aging mom, and they need a little more attention maybe. So talk about the push and pull.
She
I
drove
assume-
here in the end of the summer
Did she?
by herself. Yeah,
What
now
age?
she's doing great. I don't know, she's 78 or 9. I don't know.
Ah, it's
Yeah.
Spring chickens.
Yeah, she doesn't need any help from me.
In-laws are out east too, right?
Yep.
Okay, so how much of a push and pull was it, given the family situation?
I mean, those are all things you consider, but not to the extent of. I mean, those are perks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So not to rehash, but the pillars then that kept you here, fan support, it's a big one.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
team, the players we have.
Yeah.
I mean,
All
it's
those relationships.
yeah, it's a good organization. It's talked about as being one of the best organizations in the league right now for a long period of time, right?
Let someone else go
Mike, if you look across the NFL, the NHL, NBA, MLB, there's only 5 coaches in total that have been in one place longer than you have been here. So what kind of just goes through your head when you kind of hear something like that, I guess?
Sounds like we all get fired at some point. I don't know. I don't think about that whatsoever. I'm not keeping track of years or anything like that. Just, we weren't good enough last year. We got to be better this year. And I got to play a bigger role in that. I got to make sure we get back on track to what we want to do.
It's a rarity in pro sports for someone to be somewhere for a decade plus. So why do you think, or what does it mean to you that it's worked here for as long as it has?
We've had good football teams. We've got a lot of good players that have put a lot into this, that have stuck around. I mean, a lot of loyalty from the players, right? So that kind of continuity is pretty damn important. Loyalty is important.
Freezer was talking about the pull for the family ties to Ontario and whatnot, but I mean, the Argos, that's a team that you built a Hall of Fame playing career with. There's tons of ties there. The chance to coach a team that you have such a big legacy with, was there a pull in that?
Yeah, you used the word legacy. I would never ever think of that. That would never be something that would cross my mind. Legacy, doesn't even, unimportant.
There was a report out of Toronto saying your family didn't want to leave Winnipeg. Can you talk about that at all?
Well, obviously, when you've got adult kids, they're part of the discussion. You include them in the discussion. But the entire family would be 100% behind whatever I chose to do, right? So it's my decision ultimately, right? So they're going to be scattered around or move around or do their own things too, right? I'm not going to say to them, hey, whoa, 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 I'm sitting here, you should stay. That would never be part of it.
Outside of football, what do you and your family like about life in Winnipeg?
Oh, there's just so much to enjoy. I think we've carved out a very nice place here in the community. I think our kids really cherish that and respect that. I think once again, the friendships that we've made in the community, how important a role the Bombers play in our province, not just our city, it's very appealing.
Just last one for me, just your thoughts on Kyle Walters as well, getting 3-year deals.
Yeah,
3-year deal.
I mean, we've made it this far. The point is we've had this continuity and it's worked. So why not continue it, right?
How much, Mike, was there any thought of a challenge of maybe heading up the Argos because they don't have the same fan base that's in Winnipeg?
Yeah, I think that would be a small part of it, maybe. But there's challenges everywhere. I mean, there's challenges to stay here too. We weren't good enough last year, so that's a big challenge. Is to try and figure out how to reset it and get going again. Right? That's a big challenge.
And how much have you and Kyle sat down and kind of done some preliminary priorities with the roster?
Yeah, not much yet. I mean, everything's still pretty fresh, so we got to figure that out. We'll get together soon. We've had some small talks, but nothing. We haven't dissected the entire roster yet.
Just wanted to ask you about Brady and at his end of the season. He confirmed he took a hometown discount and he wants an opportunity to earn what he thinks he deserves. How high up in the priority list is it for you to have the team retain him?
Well, I mean, we always talk about him as being the best back in the league, right? All the things he can do for us, do for the team in terms of not just running the ball, but he's a terrific receiver and his protection's impeccable, right? The community stuff, obviously, he's so ingrained in our community and what he does for his own personal pursuits, what the causes that he supports, but also how much he's out there helping everybody else too, right? I think he's the best back in the league. I love his style, so obviously I would like to have him back.
So when will you and Kyle kind of sit down and start getting your thought processes together? about
Yeah,
this?
probably 30 seconds from now, so. Are we done here?
No,
Oh,
no,
okay.
no, not yet.
Okay.
5 minutes, people. Okay, go ahead, John.
Mike, you had this opportunity to kind of look and see what's out there. There was a report that Hamilton had requested to speak to you. I'm curious, why sign a 3-year contract? Theoretically, you could keep signing ones. It's obvious they want you back here. Sign ones, and every year you could look around.
Yeah, that's not what I do.
But you do go on expiring contracts, which is pretty atypical for coaches at the professional level.
Yeah, I don't go on expiring contracts so that I have the opportunity to look around. I've never said that.
So why then?
Just the way we do it.
Why do you do it that way?
I think he's scared of John's.
Yeah.
Freezer, we're gonna have to bet this ball back and forth.
I've always bet on myself, but it's never been for the reason to look around.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Is being a GM something that you have interest in doing, and if so, to what extent? Like we just saw Ryan Dinwiddie become a GM.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always interested in growth, but I've never been interested in power. Power it's not the be-all and end-all, right? I've always wanted to do things as a group, as a team, and figure out how to make decisions together with people, that know what they're doing, and how do we advance this, right? But having absolute control of something has never been anything I'm interested in. I would never, whatever the titles would be irrelevant, because it would always be, no matter what we were doing, it'd always be a team effort, a group of people trying to, once again, advance our team, right?
After the season, I asked which of your assistants, if any, were under contract for next season. You said you didn't know.
Yeah,
Have you had a chance to review that information?
it's been pretty busy. I will 35 seconds from now.
Okay, so you're not sure if your coordinators are under contract
Well,
for next season?
I have a good idea, but once again, I want to talk to everybody and see what they want to do, right?
Okay, like,
Yep.
can you share if any coordinators
No.
are back?
I'm not talking about that right now.
Okay.
I got to talk to our group, our team first. Right?
Okay, fair
Yep.
enough.
Can you give fans a sense what the plan is? I mean, your team's a little bit in decline, and you get aging in some areas. I know you got some good young talent coming up as well, but key positions, you certainly don't have a 3-year plan at quarterback. So can you just give fans
You
a
don't think we do?
sense?
You don't think we do?
3-year plan at
That's what you're
quarterback?
saying, right?
That is what I'm saying, yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't appear that you have one.
Well, you might not understand all our plans yet.
Of course
so-
I don't.
Right, which is fine.
Can you give fans a sense, so they're wondering, hey, where's this organization going?
Well, we were 10-8 and not good enough. Made the playoffs and we're not good enough. Our expectations are extremely high, and we shouldn't lower them. So we've got to get back to playing a little better football and, get back into advancing through the playoffs,
Yeah.
right?
No specifics for them on that yet?
No.
Yeah, okay. And how come you and Kyle never do this together? Why are you guys never together here? Goodness.
There's one podium. You sit here like this.
I thought you could do a,
How do you
do a table.
How do you do that?
A table,
Oh, I don't know.
Thought maybe it was a mafia thing, that the two mafiosos can't be in the same room together or something.
Can't fly together, can't do anything like that.
Okay, anybody?
Did you notice a fan took a picture of you at the airport and then all blew up and whatever?
Well, I know he came up to me and said that he, took that photo, went viral after.
So what do you mean he went up to you when like as it was like
No.
as you're boarding, like this fan went up to you and said, "Oh, this
He
is
saw
one."
me here, so. Yeah. Not my favorite thing. People don't understand how much of an issue they can create, for their own self-serving purposes. It's kind of sickening, really.
Just your thoughts on seeing the Saskatchewan Roughriders win the Grey Cup here.
Hey, yeah, I wish we played better. I wish we were playing a home Grey Cup. I wish we were winning. Every time we haven't been in a Grey Cup or haven't won, we wish it was a different outcome. My only thing with the game is hoping that they all play mistake-free, the players, right? So they don't have to live with any regrets, right? Corey Mace is an excellent coach. He's a good guy. I enjoy being around him when we get a chance at league stuff to do that. There's players on that team that you're happy for, and there's players on Montreal that you feel badly for. And Moss is a good buddy of mine, and so it just becomes. Yeah, it can be frustrating watching the game a little bit. You are certainly reliving some disappointment, but in the end, I think it was healthy for the CFL. It was obviously very well attended. It was well watched across the nation, and somebody has to win and somebody has to lose. So, I mean, you just sort of separate yourself from it. But am I wrapped up in this idea that it was Saskatchewan here? I'm not.
You mentioned the issue that people can create. Do you mean in their work life or in their personal life? The photograph, you said that, and people don't understand the issue they can create.
Across the board. There's no thought when somebody snaps something and posts something. They have no thought for someone else's sanity, right? It's all about themselves. And you'd like that to change.